Joey.
Yeah. What's up, brother?
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here.
It's been a while, man. It feels like it's been a long ass time, huh?
I'm just gonna get started right now here with a little treehouse juice machine. It's been a long week, so we're gonna drink some beers and have some
Oh,
fun tonight, my friend.
that's a good one. Juice Machine, that's got to be one of my favorite ones anyway, but I'm actually not going to join you on the beer train. You know what I just poured a glass of, my man?
What do you got?
Angels Envy Rye, brother. All
Mmm.
right. I got the decanter back home and I only pour this for special occasions. And the occasion is shit, man. We haven't recorded in more than a week. Why not? You
I
know?
know, I know. And I will apologize for last episode. Fuck that single episode was tough, man. I can't do this without you. So me trying to pronounce spiders'
Hey.
names without you there is a scary, scary, scary thing.
It was my favorite part, to be honest. Nobody was there to correct you with these butchering of these last names. Brutal pronunciation, bro. Horrible. I was dying
Horrible.
listening to it.
Horrible.
No, but
Horrible.
hey, all in all, look, you held it down. You did what you had to do, brother. And I respect that.
We got a lot to talk about. It's kind of an action-packed weekend here.
Oh,
We got to
geez,
break
yeah.
down what happened the last kind of 2 weeks here, and I say we just kind of get right into it here. Like, why waste any time, right?
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm dying to hear about last week, man. What the hell? You know I was abroad, but you had yourself a week, my man.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about NFL this week, college football this week. We got to. This fight card's pretty good this weekend. For being a fight night and
Mm.
not a pay-per-view, there's been worse pay-per-views out there than this fight card.
Oh, dude, this is
Um,
solid. It's a solid card, man. I'm pumped.
we will talk about last weekend because last weekend was good for your boy JB here. So
Yeah, it was.
let's talk about the last couple weeks here. Let's talk the last couple weeks here. Okay.
Oh god.
So your boy JB went to Tom Segura. Joey did not join. Hysterical. Guy was funny as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Obviously people can watch the stand up on Netflix and shit. Highly recommend him. He killed. He absolutely killed. I was basically pissing myself on a couple of his skits there. So
He's that
nothing but
good,
good
man.
things to say.
I don't know why, man. I just never got into him, dude. No, I had nothing against him. Nobody ever just said, "Hey, you got to listen to this guy," or "You got to listen to this episode," or something like that. I've just never had that initial exposure.
Yeah. Yeah. So then Turkey Day, man. My favorite holiday. I did.
Right.
I told you about this. I smoked the turkey, right? So I brined it, got on the Traeger outside, smoked it for about 3-4 hours, came out more juicy, or juicier, I guess is the correct way to say that, than the turkey that we had in the oven.
Dude, that's wild. That's nuts, dude. Because, dude, I've been telling you about smoking not just a turkey, but any poultry, dude. I'm petrified of it, man. It's a lean ass fucking meat, dude. You know, there's no fat, super lean, super easy to fuck it up and dry it out. That's what I have in my head, dude. So I've been petrified, especially on a holiday like Thanksgiving, man. You know, all the pressure's on you. You want to be all cute and pull out the smoker, and next thing you know, you're serving a cardboard cut of turkey, So I'm glad it came out like that. I don't know how you did it, man. Was it the brine, the overnight brine?
I think so. And honestly, I think it's, low and slow. I did baste it with was basting with butter every hour. And then like with the last
Nice.
15 minutes, I did a nice maple syrup, whistle pig bourbon, brown sugar, butter, a little glaze
Oh
to the very end there, dude.
god, dude. Shit, that sounds
Yeah,
amazing. Now,
it
what
was good.
temperature and how long, more or less?
It was basically 275 for 3 hour. It said 3 hours. It was a bigger turkey, so we ended up going closer to 3.5. It was definitely under 4, but more so somewhere between 3.5 and 4 hours. Let it rest, but we spatchcocked it. So we cut the spine out and like pushed
Oh,
the
nice.
breastbone down. Dude, it was
Yeah.
so much easier to cut that way. So much
Yeah,
easier to
yeah,
cut a
yeah, yeah,
turkey
yeah,
that
yeah.
way.
Cooks a lot better when you do that as well, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good for you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, JB.
So that's what we're gonna do for Thanksgiving going forward here. And hey, Team USA, I am not a big soccer person, but I do get into the World
Heyo.
Cup. All right. The MLS is not soccer. I don't understand people that watch the MLS here. I get into a little bit of the English Premier League, if you will. But
Okay.
World Cup I'll watch. And
Yeah.
hey, took down Iran. Took down Iran, baby.
Yeah. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. I didn't actually see the game, JB. It was 1-0, was it?
1-0 with my boy Captain America getting the goal. Had a nice little parlay there, US to win with him getting the goal. Dude, he got
Jesus Christ.
he got a massive nut kick when he got that goal too. Like I don't know how the guy's standing or breathing. I'm pretty sure like his dick might be gone. Like
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
goalie
So I
absolutely destroyed him.
so how do you explain that? Because I heard it was a horrific injury, like to the testes, bro. That's what I heard. Read an article, man. And I don't think they said to the testes, but that's how I interpret it. So what happened? Did he was it inadvertent like heel to the balls or what was
Yeah,
socket?
no, it was a bang bang play. He went for it, goalie went for it, same time. He hit the ball as the goalie was trying to save it. The goalie's foot kind of came up and like, right in that sweet spot. With cleats, doesn't feel good. They're calling it an abdomen injury, but it's anyone that watched it, that was a straight dick kick.
Oh no, you know what, man? It was a pelvic contusion. Do you know
Oh,
that? And you know the actual quote from your boy Christian is, "No, I didn't get hit in the balls." He said that it was very painful. That bone is there for a reason, and it's to protect you. And I hit it well. So I guess he got kicked in the pelvic bone, bro.
interesting. Interesting. I'm
I
gonna go
want
with
no
dick
part
kick
of it.
still.
Oh yeah, all right. It sounds better. It's funnier, right? It's funny.
Yeah. So let's talk about last weekend.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How long have I been saying I figured out college football?
Your audio is wonky, dude, but I'm telling you right now, for the past 4 weeks or so, you've been saying it. You've been super close, super, super close. I think I tailed you on one of your locks and it didn't hit, so I lost a lot of faith in you, to be honest. But the results have shown that you've been on the verge of cracking it. And what the fuck did you do last weekend, man? What did you do?
I crushed it. I crushed it. Is the audio better now or still wonky?
Now you're good. You're good. Much better.
Okay. Okay. So let's see here. I'm just pulling up my DraftKings account. And of course, let's talk about how, DraftKings gets hacked, so Pickett can't, post these. I have the best betting weekend probably of the year of my life here, and can't share it with the group because Pickett's not working. So that's great.
Was it DraftKings' fault?
Well, DraftKings pulled all like the BetSync stuff because they were hacked. So then they basically said,
Oh,
"Well,
I didn't
screw
know
this.
that.
We're only going to
Oh, I
let
didn't
people
know
like
that.
log in directly through the app versus like a third party app."
I did not know that. So not Pickett's fault then.
No, no.
All right.
So
All right.
all right. So I did a 5-pick over parlay here. Okay. Oregon State over 57.5. Auburn,
Mm.
Alabama over 50.
Yeah.
Michigan, Ohio State over 56.
Okay.
LSU, Texas A&M over 47.5.
Ooh, that's low.
Kansas State over 62.
God, you son of a bitch. Nice hit, man. Nice hit.
One unit for 24 units.
Oh, God, man. Pants off. That's a pants off win right there.
Now, I've gotten burned on some overs recently.
Sure. Sure.
So what else did I do? Well, I took that same parlay, except I teased it by 7 points. Well, if you tease it by 7 points and the regular one hit, obviously the 7-point teaser is going to hit as well.
Right.
So that was a 5-unit hit for 21.
You son of a bitch, dude.
I mean, I'm not going to go into the small ones of the, Argentina, Mexico, same game parlay World Cup that I hit. Yeah.
What
your boy's a
is? Are
soccer
you
expert.
kidding me, dude? I didn't even know about this, man. Why? What gives you that idea?
You got to have a little fun with the World Cup on, man. So, I had a 3-pick parlay with those same teams. That was another 1 unit for 6-unit play. And then straight up Kansas State, 1 unit to win 2 units, man. There's a bunch of other bullshit here, but overall, doing the math, like we're talking plus 45, 45, easy. Like it's probably closer to 50, but like I'm too lazy to go in Excel and figure it all out. I'm just gonna wait for Pickett to get their shit together. It's around plus 45 conservatively.
Dude, you son of a bitch. You would do. In fairness, I'm not even entirely surprised because I've been watching. I've been wanting to believe. I said you've been on the verge of it for some time. This was bound to happen. It was inevitable, JB. Inevitable.
So all I'll say is I got a lock this week. I got a lock this week.
Boy. Boy. Now I'm interested. Now I'm all ears, brother.
Yeah.
Get to that.
Then I just want to point out the coolest advent calendar of all time that I have.
Oh, dude, this is awesome. I remember you sent me the text. Had no idea what it was. I thought it was a joke about you and me in the corporate world about to commit suicide. And I said, wow, that's very cool and depressing, but I love it. But it's not that at all.
No. So for those just listening, it's literally Hans Gruber falling off of Nakatomi Plaza because Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Changed my mind. And it's got the dates. And when he hits the 25th is when he splatters on the pavement. It is the coolest advent calendar. All I can say is when I opened it, my wife said, "What is that?" I explained it to her and she said, "Why?" And before I could explain, she walked away from me.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. This is a genuine belly laugh looking at this right now. It is awesome. Like you purchase some stupid shit, man. You very often purchase stupid shit. This is a win. This is a clear win in my book.
It's a win. It's a win. On to my most depressing slide. How mad are you about week 3?
Look, let's have that conversation when we're through 18 and that's the only one left. And I'm confident that will be the case. All right.
Okay. Okay. So your boy JB and Survivor 5-7. Hey, digging myself out of a hole. Not good. Not good at all, but you know.
Oh, it's horrible. Oh, it's horrible.
Hey,
Terrible.
hey.
What do you mean not good? You need to call yourself out when you look. Come on, man. That is embarrassing. For a Survivor League, this isn't Pick'em, bro. This is Survivor. It's horrible.
I understand. I understand.
All right.
My question for you is: we had the same pick this week.
How do you feel about it? I feel
Oh,
horrible.
awful! I feel terrible.
I feel really bad. Yeah.
I feel so bad about it.
Yeah.
Like, how bad did we say Seattle was going to be? And Seattle's fucking good, and the Rams look like dog shit. So,
can I stop you there? Seattle's fucking good. All they had to do was win by 2.5 last week to close out a nice little 4-leg parlay. And I stayed up abroad. It was 2 in the fucking morning and they blew it in overtime after the defense lets up 40 plus points. I don't want to hear this Seattle is good bullshit because that's what I thought when I placed that bet. No more.
wait, who did they lose last week?
They lost to the goddamn Raiders. Dude. It's terrible, terrible. And you can imagine when I placed the bet, oh, yeah, Seattle's, they're not as bad as I thought. They're legit. And look, they're at home against the fucking Raiders. The Raiders are horrible. My God, what a joke. Joke's on me, bro.
That's awful. The Raiders are so fucking bad. I didn't know you had that. And was this you? Because I know you were abroad, right? So was this like you didn't even have like a
I couldn't
video
watch
to watch?
YouTube TV because I'm on a stupid family plan to try and save a buck or two, and I can't change my location because I'm not the account owner. Like I felt like I was in middle school for Christ's sake. None of the fucking shit works. I did a trial version of ExpressVPN. It's slow as shit, dude. So I'm there watching the game tracker and CBS Sports, which is like a fucking 2D bullshit rendering of a football field with a fucking colored line going up based on how many yards it gained. It takes like 8 minutes for a play to update. I'm 2 in the morning just waiting in overtime. And then boom, Brendan Jacobs busts a goddamn 90-yard run or some bullshit in overtime. It was a horrible experience. It ruined most of my trip. And I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Sounds like you really handled it well, though. You really,
No, I didn't. I didn't. And I'd like to move on because, fuck Seattle. That's all I have to say. Fuck them.
So if they beat the Rams, you're going to be real salty.
Super salty. Super salty.
Super salty. All right. I'll just say it. Pats got their ass kicked. That score, it was 24-10. It might as well have been 65-3.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. What do you take from that though, JB? Like when we talk about because you've been saying Pat's in the playoffs, watch out for him, and I don't, I don't dispute that, but when you see the real powerhouse in the AFC do that, it's like, what can the Pats possibly do?
Yeah, no, it was eye opening again. Back-to-back losses. Vikings game, they were damn close into. The Bills game was competitive first half, second half, 2 different teams. Matt Patricia needs to be fired. I understand Mac Jones is not having a good year. I do not think they have put him in a position to have a good year.
Maybe, could be right.
I'm going to give him one of those mulligans this year. Matt Patricia needs to fucking go. He's a defensive coordinator / rocket science calling offensive plays, and he has no fucking clue what he's doing.
Wow, you're that against him, huh? I don't like him, but I don't know you hate him that much.
Oh no, he needs to go. I mean, he is the reason the Patriots are bad.
That's quite the statement, bro.
There's many reasons, like Bill Belichick should step in and tell Matt Patricia, you're being a dumbass. I'm going to call the offensive plays now. The defense has let up some very weak plays. Our offensive line has not looked great. There's many reasons we're bad. The main reason where I think we're on that cusp of a playoff versus a non-playoff team is Matt Patricia. I think we make the
Yeah.
playoffs if we have a decent offensive coordinator. Not saying we go deep, but we make the playoffs.
Right. 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 Okay. Yeah. I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
All right. Moving on into the games that have not occurred yet. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. Atlanta -1 over under 42.5. This is a no thank you for me. Pass. I would lose money if I bet on it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Me too. I do like Atlanta here though. All right. I do like Atlanta, but I'm not betting this. And I mean it's a straight up pick 'em. Only reason I lean Atlanta is because Pittsburgh, it in my opinion, still has a lot of work to do. A lot of work, dude.
I like it. I like it. Um, this might be one of my locks of the week here.
Oh god, which way are you going? And I hope it's the way I'm going.
Denver at Baltimore. Baltimore -9.5. Over under 39.5. Denver is so bad. They are so
Right.
bad.
Correct.
Baltimore wins by at least 2 touchdowns. I don't know if I'll bet
Yeah.
it straight up. I don't know if it'll be a
Good.
parlay piece. I don't know if it'll be a
Good.
teaser. Leaning towards a teaser if you can get Baltimore under a touchdown, only because some weird shit has happened in the NFL this year. I don't
Mhm.
see how Baltimore loses by, or sorry, Baltimore wins. Sorry, Baltimore doesn't win by at least a touchdown. So I feel like you're
Sure, sure.
close
Yeah,
by
yeah.
a touchdown play here, but probably a parlay piece, probably a teaser piece. Not confident enough to bet it straight up, but Denver is that bad.
Yeah, exactly. Baltimore, you said it, JB. Baltimore -7 is what I'm comfortable with. Pretty damn comfortable. I mean, not just because Denver is just atrocious, dude, but Baltimore is coming off a very disappointing loss to the Jags. Bro, last weekend when I was watching my stupid fucking 2D CBS Sports game tracker, I checked it with like 19 seconds left or some bullshit, and the Ravens were up. So I'm like, oh, Ravens will win. Ravens won. Blah, blah, blah. And you're like, no, bro. They just lost to the Jags. I'm like, oh, shit. They're going to be pissed off, man. They're trying to make it deep into the playoffs, and that happens. Now, at home, they're going to come back with a vengeance and destroy one of the worst teams in the NFL. Baltimore -7. Book it.
Like it. Like it. Next game, Green Bay at Chicago. Chicago +3.5, over under 45. I think Green Bay's in this very easily. I think they cover, again, looking at a teaser with Baltimore and Green Bay here. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm staying away from it only because I don't know, man. Rodgers, which he got a broken thumb, right? Chicago at home, they've been looking better. Green Bay should win, sure, but I'm staying away from it. Don't like it. Right, division rivalry, don't like it. Pass.
Fair, fair. I like it. I like it. Jacksonville at Detroit. Detroit +1,
Yeah,
over under 51. Probably a stay away. If I'm going to lean, it's going to be Detroit. I don't know why I have a soft spot for Detroit in my heart this year. So when
yeah,
it's a pick
yeah,
'em, I'm going Detroit, and this is basically a pick 'em. So my pick's Detroit. Not sure if I'll bet it.
yeah. I'm staying. These are two of my favorite underdog teams, man. I love to root for both of these teams when they're dogs, and they always are. But this is to me, this is a coin flip. Honestly, man, I would just want to watch this. Two hungry teams going at it, bro. But I'm staying away from it from a betting standpoint. Even a pick 'em, like I have no fucking idea, man. I have no idea. Stay away from it. Good game of the dogs, though.
Like it. All right. This next game,
Oof.
Cleveland at Houston. Houston +7, over under 47. The return of the rapist, Deshaun Watson, playing against his old team.
Right, right. Uh,
I'm leaning Houston here. I
yeah,
think
I
in
feel the
Houston,
same, dude. I feel the
like
same, man.
he's gonna go into Houston. He's gonna get booed. He touches the
Mhm.
ball. He touches the field. He's mentally weak human being. Houston, while not a good team, I don't think is a terrible team. I think they have a lot of talent there, and I think this is one of those say fuck the records. This is two teams that hate each other now because of this, and I'm gonna go Houston +7.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you on that, JB. +7. I like those points. I like those points, and this is when Houston says enough. All right. Their record would indicate that they're pretty horrible at 1-9 or 1-9-1. But enough is enough, man. They got to put up a quality performance one of these weeks. I think this is the week. Damian Pierce got shut out. What did he have? Like 10 carries last week or some bullshit.
Yeah,
He's going to come out with the vengeance, points to be proven. And I'm telling you, man, return of the rapist. He's going to have the jitters. He is not going to be able to shake those cobwebs, bro. I like the points. Houston +7. Let's go.
nothing I'll just say here is Browns. They're 4-7. They're 1-4 away. So they're
Oh,
bad,
really?
bad on the road team. And like,
Huh.
again, you listen to a lot of people. There's a lot of people in the Browns locker room who said, "Hey, like Deshaun Watson's not our guy. Jacoby Brissett is." A lot of
Oh,
people on that
shit.
team that
Oh,
don't like
shit.
Deshaun Watson. So,
Drama.
moving on. Moving on. Jets at Minnesota -3 over under 44.5. Now, I know it's hard for me to talk shit when the Patriots just got embarrassed on Thursday Night Football, but I'm going to
Mm,
because Zach Wilson sucks and he got benched for a arguably third string quarterback because Joe Flacco was
sure.
their second string quarterback.
Yep. Yep.
And the Jets won and looked better with a third string quarterback.
I know, dude.
Um,
Oh,
I
God.
don't understand this line. I know Minnesota peaks and valleys. Primetime game, I'm staying away. Just a normal 1 o'clock game, not a lot of people give a shit about. Yeah, I'll take Minnesota -3. I'll take them straight up, and I'll take them as a parlay piece, and I'll take them as a teaser.
Oh, god damn, man. Really?
Yeah, the Jets are
I
fucking garbage, bro.
I had a bit of a wake up call with the Vikes, man. And I saw this stat that blew me away, like about the total points that they've put up, or maybe it was the other way around, the total points opponents have put on them this year. And it was a pretty scary stat where it made me realize, like, wow, their record, right? What do they got? Like 9 wins? Yeah, 9-2. For a 9-2 team, the stat lines are pretty mediocre at best, man. And you gotta admit, dude, the Jets, they do have momentum, man. 7-4. Who would have thought? This third string quarterback they're putting in there now, they seems to have rhythm. I think I'm just so emotionally distraught about being high on the Vikings because of their record that this is one of those things where I feel like they've been exposed. I really do. So I'm not betting on this, man. I am not. But if I were to pick, I would say the Jets. I really would. And I think the line reflects kind of how I'm feeling. I know you don't like it, but it kind of reflects the way I'm feeling, man. It's going to be a close game.
So, two things I'll say to that. And I hate playing this game, so I'll just say this is me just trying to rationalize my pick.
Mm,
Pats beat the Jets twice.
yes, correct.
Minnesota beat the Patriots.
I yeah,
I
yeah.
hate playing that game, but people play it.
Yeah, I guess. I guess. Look, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I don't like it.
And I'm just gonna walk down their wins real quick. Browns, whatever. Steelers, whatever. Dolphins was with a third string quarterback. Let's be
Mhm.
clear there. Packers, I'm pretty sure it was with Jordan Love and not Aaron Rodgers, if I remember correctly. They beat the Broncos. Ooh. They beat the Bills. Hey, hands out, good for you
Ew,
guys.
ew.
That's a win.
That's
That's a
huge,
W.
man.
I
Huge.
rooted for the Jets in that game, if I'm being perfectly honest, for a team I hate. Good for you. That's a W I'll give them. And they beat the Bears. Like, there's nothing on there that shows to me that they're a legit team. And as bad as people say the Patriots are, the Patriots beat them twice.
Yeah, fair enough. But the argument doesn't mean a whole lot to me because my mindset at the moment are Minnesota's wins. Many of them should not have been wins. That's where I'm at right now. I
No,
am
that's a fair argument.
so you know what I mean. I'm so against. I'm in my intelligence has been insulted for thinking that they are a legit, playoff contender going to make it deep. Right? I actually thought that, JB. I do
Yeah.
not think that anymore. So I'm kind of like, fuck the Vikings right now.
All right. I respect it. Big NFC East matchup here.
Oh
Washington at the
yeah,
Giants. Giants +2.5 over under 40. Well, Washington's on a heart streak right now, and
they are,
Heineke.
man. They are.
I just in New York, I just they
So
basically have the
so
same record. I don't. This should be a pick 'em. So if you're
all
gonna
right.
give me
So
the Giants at +7.5, I'm gonna tease it up to 9.5 and take them.
yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah. All right. So I like that, JB. I like that take. I like that a lot, man. Giants 9.5. You got to feel pretty comfortable with that. Yeah.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
talking
Actually,
Giants 9.5. You tease the Minnesota Vikings up to 4, so they can lose by a field goal. You tease Houston up to 14 points.
all right.
I gotta
I'm gonna
tease your
tear you
brewing
on this
here.
teaser. I'm gonna tear you on this teaser, man. I'm liking what you're saying right now. But as far as this game, like you said, I mean, the football team, they got momentum, man. I didn't think they'd be 7-5, man. They got some momentum, and for the Giants, they're a team where I don't want to. I'm not going to throw them in the same boat as the Vikings and be like, "How is their record that good?" But I'm not. I don't think they're doing anything in the playoffs, man. Assuming they make it. Like, I don't know. I think this is a situation where the momentum of the football team is so hot that they're going to take the Giants out, man. I know they're at home, but I'm not impressed with the Giants' weapons, man. But I like that teaser, JB. I'm going to get on board with that. I think I'm going to get on board.
And all I'll say is here, like the NFC East, like with the exception, like the Commanders, or sorry, the football team. Whoa, huge slip of
Thank
the lip
you.
right
Hey,
there.
hey,
Whoa,
hey,
whoa,
hey. What's
whoa.
that bullshit? Not on this show. Not on this show, man.
The football team, the Giants, and the Cowboys are literally just going to beat the shit out of each other, where they get bounced in the first round of the playoffs. Whoever makes it, or if they both make, or if two teams make it, they're both going to get bounced. Right?
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
team in that division that's going to make a run besides the Eagles.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about the Cowboys, though?
They're
They've
good.
looked good their past couple games for sure. I mean, really good.
Really good. I'd say good. I'd say good. Like they're take the fucking star logo off of their helmets. Don't call them the Cowboys. They're quote unquote America's team. I think they're a mediocre football team.
Yeah, better than mediocre, but certainly not the caliber of the Eagles or the Bills. I mean, yeah, I thought they. I mean, everyone, at least you and I. When I say everyone, I mean you and I. Love to see the Cowboys lose. That's a fact, right?
Yep.
They've impressed me a bit more because the bar for them is so low. That's all I'm saying. But I agree with you, man. NFC East, Eagles dominating the rest. It's I don't see it. I don't see it for any of them.
All right. All right. Speaking of Philadelphia, Tennessee at Philly, -4.5, over under 44. This has trap game written all over it for me. So
Why? Yeah.
I'm gonna pass here.
Why?
I'm gonna pass.
Scares the shit out of me, man. Why? Like, come on. Like, I'm not passing, bro. Fuck that, man. The Eagles are on fire. They're healthy. They're home. And I'm sorry, man. You can't be a one-dimensional team like the Tennessee Titans and just hand the rock to Derrick Henry all. I mean, that'll work against bad teams, right? And it has. They're 7-4, top of the division. Well, the division is complete garbage because besides them, everyone has losing records. Colts, Jags, and Texans. My God. But no, man, I don't get it. -4.5. Yes, please. Yes, please. I know Tennessee's D is pretty good, but I mean, come on, man. These football teams are not equal. So yeah, I'm riding with Philly here for sure. I like the spread at -4.5 for sure. This is a parlay piece for me for sure. Just got to find some other teams to parlay with. We'll get to the Chiefs, man, but that's another game that I'm thinking did more or less the same, man. So I'm thinking maybe a little Eagles Chiefs parlay, man. We'll see.
All right. All right. Again, I think the Eagles win. I'm just
Scares me.
scares me. There's something there's not there that's great. But
Mm-hmm.
two of your favorite teams here, I think. Seattle at the Rams,
Fuck
+7
this.
for the Rams, over under 40.5. I'm not touching this. Who knows the
No
fuck's gonna
way.
happen? It's the pass for me.
Yeah, no way. No way. These two teams, unpredictable. I just see, yeah, nothing to do with it. No thanks.
I just love that both of our survivor picks are +7. Like that's a great feeling.
Yeah, that's not a great situation. Oh,
Miami at San Fran. San Fran -4, over under 46.5. I
what do
don't know
you
what's going to
think?
happen in this game, but the over is very tempting to me at 46.5.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
probably an overplay for me here, but otherwise not touching it. You?
It's a good call, JB. Actually, I didn't see the over. I mean, for Miami's offense, I mean, Jesus Christ. And now with the talent that San Francisco has, I think if Debo Samuel plays, so I know Elijah Mitchell, he's gone, right? He's out. Let's assume McCaffrey plays because he was banged up as well. I would say if Debo and McCaffrey are both starting, sure, that over could be smashed, man. And I will get in on that with you. However, I like the Dolphins here, man. Despite the weapons that the Niners have on offense, they haven't been able to put it all together. And now you got injuries and such. So, look, Miami's offense is legit, right? I think they could eke this one out, and I like them as dogs in this situation. I think just straight up money line. I think last time I checked, money line straight up +165 or something like that. But this is going to be a good game, man. I like both of these teams, to be honest. But, dude, you know how I've felt from week one about Miami, bro. So when I see him in the dog spot like this against a banged up team, might not have all their weapons, yeah, I'm gonna wet my beak, maybe an old Dolphins money line in this situation.
Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Niners are at home are 4-1. Is all I'm going to say. They're a different team at home. They suck on the road. So
Yeah, yeah,
on the road, you're probably looking at this closer to be a pick 'em than a -4. But it is what it
sure.
is. I don't hate your play. You don't. I don't hate your play. I'm going to probably stick with the over though.
I like the over. I like the over. I do. Yeah. I don't
Kansas
get this.
City
No, I don't
at
understand it.
Cincinnati plus 1.5 over under 52.5. I like the over, but I really like Kansas City at -1.5. And I'm gonna be honest, I fucking hate Kansas City. So I
Sure.
don't want to bet this, but like I'm going to because I think it should be closer to 6. Like, is Patrick Mahomes injured and they're not telling us?
No, I honestly, man, I feel like I have to be missing something. If you can't explain this to me, then we got to be missing something here.
It's an overplay for me, and I'm taking Kansas City. I'm gonna put them as a teaser spot so they can lose by a field goal because if they do lose, it's gonna be a damn close game. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean, oh, that teaser, JB, is looking a bit tasty at this point.
Very
So,
tasty. Very
yeah, so I'm probably in the end, if I'm going to be honest with you, because every time you've revealed the teaser picks, I've been on board. So I'm going to go with that probably. But I am going to take KC, like I said, in a parlay, most likely with the Ravens and the Eagles. I think that's going to be my other parlay there. So I got to think about it a little bit, but line does not make sense. I think we're missing something, but
Mhm.
let's see.
All right. Chargers versus Vegas. Vegas -1 over under 50. I'm staying away from this game. This is two teams that I've tried to stay high on for the longest time. Of course, the one
Hmm.
week I don't bet the Raiders, they win. Um, this is stay like this is a game I will bet and it'll end in a tie, so I lose my money. So I'm staying away from this game. Like you can't get closer to a pick 'em besides -1. So this would be a tie game where I lose. The over under is so tempting, but at the same time, like Vegas could go out there and lay a goose egg. I
Yeah.
don't trust either one of them, so pass.
No, it's just two bad teams, right? This is especially for you, JB. Both of these teams.
I
Dude,
give
let's
them
think
so
up.
many like second, third, fourth, fifth chances, and they always fuck me.
Let's dig up some of the archives, bro, of like our first episode, second episode, when you're talking about like Chargers Super Bowl team potential, and Vegas is gonna be on fire this year. I remember all of that shit, JB. I remember all of it. So for you, this must be the most frustrating fucking game ever, and I'm not surprised you're staying away. I am also staying away, but if I were to pick, I'd say that the Raiders take this one. What they did to the Seahawks from an offensive perspective was pretty. Dude, they just marched down the field the entire game. I think Jacobs is coming into his own. I mean, like they're finding their rhythm. Yeah. So I look, forget it. I'm not doing anything with this game. I think Vegas wins, but Jesus Christ, if you're betting this, you're crazy.
Great, great. Indy at Dallas. Dallas -10.5 over under 44.5. Passing. I'm not going to go into detail. I don't trust Dallas. I don't trust Indy. Dallas will
Yeah.
win this game. I don't know if they'll cover. They could win by a last second field goal. I don't love it. It's in Dallas, so Dallas definitely wins, but pass for me. You?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this is going to be a closer game than 10.5. So those points, it's, too much minus 10.5 for me, man. Um, Alternate spread action here for me. Dallas -3. This is most likely what I'm going to roll with JB. Like you said, I think Dallas takes this. It's just going to be closer than that spread would indicate.
You put them in your teaser at +7. You get them down to -2.5. Just saying.
All right, look, let's get your teaser on the table. It's pretty spicy right now, pretty
It
tasty.
is.
But maybe I squeeze in a little Dallas teaser as well. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Just gotta crack my second treehouse beer here. We're going with
What's that? What do you
Alter
got?
Ego. Alter Ego is the second treehouse beer.
Oh, I've never had that one, man. How does that? What is that? I mean, how's it different than the juice machine?
It's one of the like original beers, so it's a 6.8 percenter
Ooh.
IPA. It's like one of the like originals. So you go back to like Julius,
All right, all right.
Sap, Hayes. It's like one of the original ones, Doppelganger. So while I
Mhm.
pour this beer, why don't you break down this game here for me, and I'll go after you.
All right. Well, New Orleans and Tampa Bay. So I think we have opposite views on Tampa Bay as a football team. Although maybe I think at this point in the season you've come around to realizing who the Bucks are. I'm not going to
Nope,
even mention Brady. I'm just saying the Bucks as a
nope.
team. You know what I mean? No. All right. So we continue to have opposite takes. on but now, all right, look at this spread. -3.5 doesn't make sense to me. New Orleans, come on, totally unreliable team. I have no idea who they are. I don't think they know who they are. Now, the Bucks at home against a team as low caliber as the Saints, gotta take the Bucks here, -3.5. Like, I feel pretty damn good about that. What about you? And look at the actually look at the over 40.5, huh? I don't know. Kind of low, no?
40.5 is very interesting, but to your point, the Bucks have not been the Bucks of old. Like they've not put up points this year. They are a struggle fest. This is a
Oh,
must.
big time. Big time.
This is a must win for them, right? If they win this, they continue their stranglehold on one of the weakest divisions in the NFL, but they would make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Must win for them. Tom Brady is going to get in the playoffs, and if Tom Brady gets in the playoffs with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette, I'm telling you, he's a scary motherfucker. He's single. He's got nothing to lose. Not going home to his family. Not going home to his wife. Okay. Might as well just stay on the football field and throw 40 more fucking passes. This is a vengeance. Tampa wins this game. 3.5. I really wish it was 2.5. Like they win by a field goal. They win by a field goal. This is a game you bet and you lose because Tampa wins by a field goal. So again, potential teaser piece, but I'm telling you right now, Tampa will make a run in the playoffs. Don't be surprised if it's Tampa versus Philly in the NFC Championship. Philly will likely win.
God,
Philly will likely win that game. I will come out and say it now. Philly is the better football team as of today, so they will likely win that team. But you tell me who else is going to beat Tom Brady in the playoffs?
Niners.
Jimmy Garoppolo will not beat Tom Brady to make the fucking playoffs. He doesn't have that dog in him.
We're talking about goddamn quarterbacks. I'm talking about teams, bro. The Niners will beat the Bucks in the playoffs.
False.
Well, to your point, Tom Brady in the playoffs is quite frightening. So there's that aspect of it which I respect. However, bro, if they make it to the NFC Championship, I'll give you props.
Yeah, I got tickets for them to know the whole thing, so you know where my head's at. That's definitely not going to happen.
No.
All right, so we're gonna move on to college, and it's championship week, so there's not a lot of games on this week. There's not a lot of games that I like. Just before we kind of get into things here, I do have a player that's going on currently. We're at 67.5. You at Utah USC over. Currently sitting at 17 points with 3 minutes left in the first.
Okay. All right. Hey. All right.
So, you know, I like that. That continues. Sure. That continues will be good here. I just want to make sure that time is actually accurate here.
Yeah. At that
pace, 2 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first.
All right. It's got to continue and increase.
All right. I like it. All right. Let's break these down here quickly. Toledo at Ohio +3, over under 54.5. Over's tempting. Probably going to be a pass.
All right.
LSU at Georgia. Georgia -17.5, over under 51.5. Georgia probably covers, but I don't know if there's been an SEC championship that the over hasn't hit. Georgia could win this game 45-0, but I think Georgia puts up 45 points. Like, come on, get a touchdown, LSU. Make the over. Sure. Taking the over there. UCF at Tulane. Tulane -3.5. I actually have no idea who wins this game. I love the over under at 57 though.
Okay.
Fresno State at Boise State -3, over under 54.5. I like the over, don't love it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there.
All right.
Purdue at Michigan -17, over under 52. This is a trap game. Michigan wins, but they might win by like 7. Like they might, they're in the playoffs. They have no reason to go all out in this game. If they lose this game, they're still in the college football playoffs.
Yeah.
And they might decide to rest their starters in the second half of the game.
Right. Yeah.
It's big. I put it on here. It's a Big Ten championship, but this is a pass for me.
Yeah.
Clemson at UNC, over under 63.5. UNC getting 7.5 points. Actually, like UNC here. Clemson has nothing to win here. They got a bunch of players going to the NFL. Do they care about the ACC championship? Probably not.
Yeah,
they make the college football playoffs? Nope. This would mean something to the UNC program. This would be a big deal for them.
Interesting.
So I like them. And this hurts to say. I like the under here.
Oh, no. Whoa. Why? Because you have no faith in the Clemson offense?
I have no faith in either of these teams to put a lot of points up.
Hmm.
So
63.5. Yeah, that's up there.
that's up there. That's up there. So I'm gonna play the my play is UNC plus 7.5 is my play.
Okay.
Probably gonna pass on the underplay because I don't know if I physically can actually get myself to play an under. But if I was going to pick with no money, I would say the under is going to hit.
Wow, I can't believe you're saying this right now. Jesus Christ, dude. That means it's definitely gonna hit. If you feel the under will hit, it'll
Yeah.
hit.
What's the worst thing that we say? The only thing worse than losing a bet is winning a bet they didn't place.
Oh, that's the worst, dude. And that's gonna haunt you here. That's gonna haunt you, bro.
All right. So let's lock it up here. Okay. Let's lock it up here.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me. Talk to me.
Kansas State at TCU. TCU minus 1.5. I don't know who's going to win this game. This is going to
All
be,
right.
this is the best game of the weekend, in my opinion.
Okay.
Kansas State could
A
win,
coin flip.
and they could wreak havoc in the college football playoffs. TCU is number 4. What happens if number 4 loses?
Yeah.
Does Ohio State
Yeah.
get back? Like, who gets in the college football playoffs? So this is going to be a very good game. I bet TCU a lot in the overs. I bet Kansas State
Hmm.
a lot in the overs, and they constantly hit. When they play each other, I don't give a fuck if this was 80. I'm taking the over.
Okay. What about the defenses, JB? How do you feel?
They're not terrible, but they're definitely old school offense first. Just try to
Yeah.
keep up. Basically, it's a
All
track
right.
meet.
Okay.
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 Um,
Fair enough.
so that's my lock. The one thing I do want to check is because if memory serves me right, yes, this is correct. So I don't know if you remember a little story I told you back in October when I had a brutal weekend. This was the Charles Oliveira lost. Sean O'Malley beat
Oh
Peter
yeah.
Yan.
Yep. Bad. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It was
That was a
bad.
bad
It
weekend, man.
was
Yeah.
bad. I
Yeah.
had to dig deep, and I had to say, who do I trust to dig me out of this hole?
Who'd you pick?
It was TCU versus Kansas State on October 22nd, 2022. That game was 38-28. They
Really?
dig you out of a hole once, you go back to them.
All
You go
right,
back to them,
man.
you go back to them, you go
Oh.
back to them.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm kind of fired up actually because I remember how bad of a weekend that was for you.
So
So
bad.
look,
I lost every
if
UFC bet.
dude, I know. This was the Phoenix bet from the ashes. It rose. I like it, man. I'm fired up. I'm all fired up.
All right. That's the lock.
Yeah.
Lock it up. Let's go. Let's go on to UFC here, which I think it's a good fight card. I really do.
Sure.
Thompson versus
Really,
Holland.
I think it's great. I think it's great.
We're at 43 minutes. I think we can agree to speed through the prelims
Yeah,
and
yeah,
really
yeah.
spend some time on the
Yeah.
main card.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Of course, if I say this. So, all right. I'm so glad you're here for this. Yasmin J versus Stella Nunes.
Yarig.
Yariga?
Yarig.
Yarig. All right. Yarig minus 305. Nunes plus 265. I do have a play here. Fight does not go the distance. Is at plus 130. Book it.
What?
These women are going to try to kill each other. Take
Oh
it.
my god, dude. What? Why?
Why not?
All right, fair enough. I love it. First fight of the night, violence. I'm not gonna argue with that.
To be fair, that's not entirely my play. I did listen to Punch List about 3 hours before we're starting to record here, and that was their take. And I looked it up, and I was like, "Ooh, I like that. I
Really?
like that a lot."
All right, look. Hey, when Dale's got a feel, man, I can't blame you. I can't blame you.
All right, Francis Marshall minus 170 versus Marcelo Rojo at plus 145. This is a pass for me. You doing anything?
Yeah, pass. No, nothing on this one.
Move it. Nathan Levy versus Gennaro Valdez. Nathan minus 200, Valdez plus 170. This is another pass for me.
Yeah. I'm not. No. Staying away from it. Pass.
Darren Elkins plus 378 against Jonathan Pierce minus 460. I want to sprinkle something on Elkins because I feel like
I know
he's
you
someone
do.
who will fight for your.
I know you do, man. You
Pierce
love
is
him.
so good.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I feel like he's gotta prove more to me, bro. You can't just beat Mr. Finland and get my respect. You know? I like him. I think he's good. I don't know. I think JSP's hyped to be great. And I think at minus 460, that would kind of prove my point. So do I think he beats the damage Darren Elkin, yeah, because the damage is taking a lot of fucking damage, and he's 38 years old for Christ's sake. So I think the line is about right. It comes down to, do you want to sprinkle a little bit on your boy because he's tough as shit? And I can't blame you for that, JB, if you choose to do that. I will not do that. I will stay away and hope that JSP can prove something to me, man.
All right, I found my sprinkle play.
Love it.
Darren Elkins by KO plus 1400.
Whoa, no shit. 1400, huh?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Oh, god damn, that's spicy, dude.
I mean, him inside the distance is plus 650. So I think my point is, if you're going to take Elkins, you're taking him. He's not going to win a decision here. He's going to try to go balls to the wall and finish Pierce.
Perhaps. You know him, man. He hangs in there to the very, very end. So I'd even be all right. You want to get crazy, bro? Check him out in round 3.
Oh, now you're just getting. Now you're just
Check
getting
him out in round 3. God damn it! You're gonna change my mind here. I'll tell you, because that's what he does.
Darren Elkins by KO in round 3 is plus 4,000. That's a sprinkle. That's a sprinkle.
Let's fucking go, dude. Your boy, the damage has got one more in him, JB, and I think this is it, brother.
All right, yeah.
All right, you changed my mind. Fuck it, brother.
Moving on.
Yes.
Locked in. Michael Johnson plus 275 versus Mike DeCasey. Is that how you say his name? DeCasey?
DeCasey, yeah.
DeCasey, minus 330. Fit the lines right here. No value at minus 330 for me. So maybe a parlay piece, but most likely going to pass. I was looking at maybe inside the distance, but he's kind of a decision machine. So I'm going to pass here. And someone who's called Bone Crusher has a lot of decisions, by the way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you would want more finishes. You'd want more KOs specifically. But for me, I'll tell you, man, Michael Johnson. How do you not love Michael Johnson? You're a UFC fan. The dude has put on some performances. He's fought nothing but the best, man. In his last fight against Jamie Mulaki, that I wasn't a big fan of that decision, man. It was a split decision. He lost, and I don't think I don't know, man. I'd be interested to see Michael Johnson by KO. Can you pull that up for me real quick? Like real quick.
Let's see here, Michael Johnson.
Because I know DeCasey hasn't lost by KO yet in his career, but the resumes are not comparable in any way, shape, or form. Any way, shape, or form.
Plus 800.
That's not good enough, man. Nah, pass. Gonna pass, bro.
Pass. 800 is not good enough. Why? Because we just talked about a plus $4,000 play? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just say 800 after 4,000. Expect me to be interested. No, but I don't know. I think Michael Johnson is still a dangerous man. So I'm actually really looking forward to this fight. Anytime Michael Johnson fights, I'm into it. But yeah, I got to stay away from this, man.
I think he did beat your boy, Touchy Feely, right?
Who?
Michael Johnson.
Did he fight Andre Feely? Yeah, he did.
Way back
in the day. 2018. So, wow, split decision win. He's legit, bro. He's fought Khabib, Gaethje, Poirier, Nate Diaz, Beneil Dariush, Barboza. Like, Jesus Christ, man. He's just a little bit up there in age. That's all. But I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls this off, Michael Johnson. I wouldn't.
All right. Clay Guida plus 150 against Scott Holtzman minus 175. If I'm doing anything, I'm going to pick Clay Guida here just because I love him, but probably a pass for me. You doing anything here?
Yeah, it's going to be a pass. Of course, I'm watching because Clay Guida is just a fun dude to watch. But I think Holtzman's. I think he's pretty good, man. I think these guys are. The problem is he's 39 and Clay Guida is 40, so it's like But if you look at who's Holtzman fighting, like his last 2 fights, Gamrot and Dariush, both legit top 10 contenders in the weight class, dude. You know what I mean? Clay Guida is not fighting those kind of guys. He's not. He beat Jim Miller. Like, you know, I don't know. They're both certainly up there in age. Line probably is about right. Clay Guida is a guy who just doesn't give up. So I'm going to watch it, enjoy it, not bet on it. Pass.
Yeah. Only thing I'll say about Holtzman is he really hasn't beaten anyone. Like I'm like Jim Miller is a nice W, but everyone else on there is. And the problem is Clay Guida has literally fought everyone twice. So it's like
true.
Go down his resume. It's like, well, who hasn't he fought and who hasn't he won and lost to? So maybe a small play on Clay Guida, but probably a pass.
Yeah.
Your favorite fight of the evening. Take it away, my friend.
God damn it. She made me look stupid last time. I was so on Lupita Godinez. I really was, man. I bet a more than I'd like to admit on Loopy to beat Angela Hill, who I just look at as oh, the fighter that the UFC would just love to push. And I just hate her so much. Every time she talks into a microphone, my skin just crawls. I can't stand how they tried to make her like a personality, like on the, commentating the UFC analyst booth. They tried to push her. I said, why are they doing this? They continued to do it. And now here she is 37 years old, still fighting. Now, look, I wanted her to lose against Loopy and then retire. She's lost what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of her last 7. Her record is a wonderful 14-12. Like, what the fuck? But at this point, who's her opponent? She's a 28-year-old who just hasn't really done anything. I mean, yeah, she's got some wins under her belt, but only one of those is in the UFC, and it's just not. I think Angela Hill wins, bro. I think she wins by decision. I hate it. I'm not betting it, but I just think that's what's going to happen, and I hate myself for it.
Wow. I'm on Emily here.
Well, good. Why though? I wanted to be. I wanted to be, JB. Give me a goddamn reason, man.
I mean, her winning is against Jessica Penne. Isn't Jessica Penne like not? She's no slouch, no.
No, yeah, but she's not experienced at all in the UFC. In fact, she has one fight.
Emily or Penne?
No, Emily, man. Emily. So when you go against a true vet, which is what, Angela is, and her cardio, man, looked damn good her last fight. So she still got, I don't know, it's the fight IQ, it's the experience, it's all the bullshit, bro, that had me thinking Angela's going to take it, man.
I mean, I was pretty confident on Emily here. I mean, again, you beat Jessica Penne. Jessica Penne had more UFC on her resume than Angela Hill could dream of. Like, you look at her resume and it's like, holy shit, she literally fought everyone. I think Emily's a parlay piece for me. I'm gonna rethink that a little bit based off you being not as confident. I thought you were gonna come in here swinging, saying Angela Hill was gonna probably get knocked out and retire and go do like fucking pottery or some fucking shit.
Honestly, bro, my emotions again have just been destroyed and crushed when I was so confident Loopy was going to destroy her. I put more units than I should have on that fight. And when Angela Hill came out looking pretty good and won the fight, it damaged me emotionally. I'm a broken man speaking to you right now. And that is why I cannot pick Emily in this situation.
I respect it. I respect it. You learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Nico Price minus 130, Philip Rowe plus 110. I'm on Philip Rowe here. I love Philip Rowe. Get him at as a dog price. I'm taking it.
Yeah, this is going to be a good fight, man. This is going to be a good fight. I love rooting for Nico there. He always, I mean, I'm taking Nico in this one, man. I am. I think it's going to be a close fight, though. Nico is a crazy motherfucker, and I think that he's just going to come out a little stronger, put on more pressure. Potential knockout, I don't know, but I'm taking Nico in some way, shape, or form here. It's going to be a fun fight. I'm not super confident about this, but I think it's about time Nico puts together a nice little 2-win streak and gets it going for him. So give me Nico.
Like that. I just want to check real quick here. What is the fight does not go the distance? That's going to be like juice to hell.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah. Yeah, because Philip Rowe has never been to decision, apparently.
Yeah, fight not to go the distance is minus 250. Yeah, there's no play there. Okay.
Well, that's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah. All right, on to the main card. I got to change slides here before I put that little thing up there. All right. Eric Anders versus Kyle Dukakis. I hate Kyle Dukakis, but...
Why do you always pronounce it like that, bro? It's Dawkins.
Dukakis.
No, it's Dawkins. Where is the cock? Where is the cock?
He has none. No,
it's bullshit. It's
no, you're right. It's Dawkins. It's Dawkins. I just don't like him. I don't like him.
Yeah.
He's not good, but he's better than Eric Anders. I don't like this enough to bet it. I think Dawkins lost his last fight, though, right?
Oh, he got destroyed. Yeah, he got
Yeah.
knocked the fuck out by my boy Roman Dolidze, dude. And I love him in this card as well. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. He got destroyed, bro. One of those fights where I was pretty high on Kyle Dawkins. I like Kyle more than his brother Chris, but the way he lost, I don't know if you recover from
Oh,
that.
wait a second. Is this the bad brother?
Well, what do you mean the bad brother? There's the fat brother, that's Chris, and then there's the less fat brother, that's Kyle.
Oh yeah, no, Kyle sucks. Fuck that. No, all right, never mind. Eric Anders pick plus 185.
Oh my god, dude! Why? Because you just realized that he was the not fat Dawkins?
Dude, the other Dawkins is so much better. This guy is a nobody. He's a loser.
All right. Apparently, you got a lot of confidence in your boy Eric Anders. That's literally his nickname. Your boy, dude. I can
No, it's not.
actually say he's your boy. I fucking shit you not, dude. His nickname is your boy.
Oh yeah, dude, this is gonna be a monster play for me. Are you kidding me?
Your logic is so fucked up because his nickname is your boy and he's fighting the less fat Dawkins that you thought was the fat one. Therefore, max play on Eric, your boy Anders. Am I understanding that correctly?
And he beat GM3, who you know I have an obsession with. So yes,
Oh,
Eric Anders. Boom.
Oh, that is so fucked up. Kyle Dawkins, I'm taking him, and I'm probably taking him by sub. And that's that. I have nothing else to say to you.
Yeah, that's definitely not gonna hit. You have no idea what you're talking about. All right, so you kind of give a spoiler alert here. Roman Dolidze. Jesus Christ.
Oh, one more time. Give it to me, JP. What do you got?
Roman Dolidze.
Who?
The leads. There's Jack Hermanson. I'm on Roman here. I'm also on Roman.
Yes.
I think a plus 165 is juicy enough. I think Jack is strong enough that I don't know if I feel like a sub or a knockout is willing here. So I'm just gonna take Roman straight up.
Yep, me too, man. Money line plus 165, good enough for me. He's looked really good in his last few fights. Really good. Finishing motherfuckers like the non-fat Kyle Dawkins, as you would say, and Phil Haas in his last fight. He's looking good, JB. I like him. And Jack Hermanson, I used to like Jack. I used to actually think that Jack would be, top 3 kind of fighter, title contender kind of fighter, but that's not him. It's never going to be him. Now he's fighting really good guys. He is. Not a huge fan of his style. If you remember his last fight against Chris Curtis, Chris just wanted to box, and Hermanson is doing all kinds of bullshit. I mean, look, he won the fight, but this is it's a situation where Roman, he's going to come out striking, man. He's a striker. And I think he's look plus 165. Don't tempt me on Roman by KO. Take him straight up, and I like him against the Joker here.
Love it. All right, let's just get into what is the JB lock of the night here. Okay.
Oh boy, what do you got?
I mean, it's Tai Tuivasa.
This
could say fucking Francis Ngannou. This could say John Jones next to it. I'm taking Tai Tuivasa.
By KO money line. What are you thinking?
So I'm going to take him a bunch of different ways. So I'm going to take him straight up, the plus 190. And let me just pull up my little cheat sheet here. So I do have all the things I'm going to do. So him by KO is at plus 240. I don't see the benefit of doing that. You get him at plus 190. Just stick with the plus 190 there. However, round 1 KO plus 425. Round 2 KO plus 900. Round 3 KO plus 2,000.
Oof.
Round 1 or round 2 KO plus 275. So taking Tai straight up at plus 190. I'm taking him in round 1 or 2 at plus 275. And I'm going to take a little sprinkle in round 3 at plus 2,000. Tai will knock this motherfucker out, period. And I'll be doing shoeies.
You know I love to bet Tai Tuivasa with you. You know that it's an automatic good night when we go in on that together. You know that. But I can't do it with you. I can't do it, JP. I can't. I cannot.
You don't want to make money. That's cool. That's cool. You don't
No, I can't. I can't. And you know why? There's a few reasons, actually, okay? Tai Tuivasa took damage that you don't want to see fighters take against Cyril Gane. Now, it was very entertaining. He was tough as shit. Had nowhere near the skill of Cyril Gahn. Nowhere near. But man, towards the end when he was just taking those kicks and like, I mean, he was tough as shit. But I'm sorry, man. You take a lot of damage putting on a show like that. And this is the real reason, man, JB. Like, you look at Tuivasa's record, right? I'm looking at it right now. Who has he fought? Don't tell me Derek Lewis, because Derek Lewis is done. He's done, dude. I mean, yeah, knockout machine, some impressive KOs in his career, but he just doesn't try anymore. He's done. Augusto Sakai, sorry. Greg Hardy, sorry. Harry Hunsucker, sorry. I mean, the list goes on, okay? As entertaining as he is as a fighter, as tough as he is, the dude can scrap. He's a brawler, right? But nah, Sergey Pavlovich in this situation, I think he takes him. His last 6 fights, he's won by knockout. Like I think
Against
Pavlovich has got
Against
this.
who? Against who?
Yeah, the same shady list of characters: Derek Lewis, Shamil, Abdurakhimov, Maurice Green. So yeah, same shady characters, man. So it comes down to who do you think is the better fighter, right? And in this situation, man, I am going with the Russian. He's got the reach advantage, and I'm gonna bet that he is the better fighter in this situation. Ty has had a nice ride, but I don't think he wins this, man. I don't.
Just texting Ty right now and tell him what a traitor you are.
Look, bro. Look, hey, man. Should we make this a shoey bet? It's only right.
Oh, this is
It's
like
only
a
right.
two-shoe.
It's only right. Oh my god, if Tuivasa wins, I'm gonna be depressed.
So the only thing I agree with you, like, so Sergey better
He's
on the
looking
ground.
really good, man.
So if this goes to the ground, Tuivasa's fucked because Tuivasa has no ground game. Okay. So I'll give you that. The whole like strength of opponent bullshit. I don't like he hasn't beaten
No,
anyone
yeah.
either.
No. Yeah. I don't put anything on that really. I've been really impressed with Pavlovich fighting. I've been like, when you watch fights when they're nobodies and they really impress you, and you're like, damn, this guy might beat something. I had that feeling with Sergey. So that's it, man. That's it.
And I definitely agree with you on the damage he took in the Cyril Gahn fight. All I'm gonna say is like he almost knocked out Cyril Gahn. Like Cyril Gahn came out and said like he had me rocked. He actually came out in some French word and said like I was knocked out, but I regained consciousness before.
Yeah, it's true, man. That's true. I tend to forget
So-
about that, but it's true.
All right, so we're on different ends. This is a double shoey bet. This is a
Let's
pretty
go.
pretty big play for your boy JB. So I hope you're really wrong. All right, this first name Matthews Nicoloa.
What are you looking at? Oh, that's
Math-
Mateus, bro. You don't know how to pronounce Mateus?
No, I'm fucking idiot from
It might be
Boston.
Matthias. Mateus.
You have no idea either. All right, so then Matt
No,
Schnell.
it's Mateus Nicolau versus Matt Schnell, dude. Who do you got?
Mateus minus 365, Schnell at plus 300. This is probably a pass for me. My only thing is I might sprinkle a little something on Schnell because he did bail my ass out with that buy sub when he was basically
What a
knocked
fucking
out.
fight,
That fucking
man.
fight was absurd. I think it was
Yeah.
a lightning doesn't strike twice type situation, but
Mm.
you win me some money, I'm probably going to sprinkle a little bit on you. So plus 300, not juicy enough for a sprinkle. So I'll probably look at him to finish and see what that's at. What are you going to do?
You know what? I'm gonna take him straight up. Plus 300. Matt Danger Schnell is a dog, man. He's got that dog in him, as we like to say. And dude, he proved that last fight. I don't think that was coincidence, man. He's tough as shit, man. I like this guy a lot. Yeah, I saw he weighed in. He was over by 0.5. Did you see that? And then he shaved his head, shaved his
head.
chest, and made weight. Yeah. I like him as a fighter, man. And at plus 300 straight up money line, I'll put a unit on that, man. Half a unit maybe. But I like this. And when I look at his opponent, supposed to be, up and coming, certainly good, but just hasn't done enough for me. He did beat Manel Cape, which is it's pretty impressive. But Matt Schnell, man, I'm riding with him. If you give me Matt Schnell as a plus 300 dog, his opponent better be the next fucking contender or champion. And I'm not sure about that. So Matt Schnell, straight up, half a unit. I'll dabble. I'll wet my beak.
Only thing I'll say is Schnell by KO is where did I just lost my place. Plus 1200. by sub is plus 1100. Inside the distance is plus 650.
Interesting. So Mateus Nicolau's never been subbed, but he has been knocked out twice. So are you telling me Matt Schnell by KO? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, unless you think he's going to wrestle him and go to a decision, and I just don't think Matt Schnell is. This is
Yeah,
a
you're
finished
right.
fight, in my
He's a damn
opinion.
good wrestler. So this is the thing. I don't know one way or another KO sub decision. That's why plus 300 straight up. I'm gonna take that, man. He's not a bad fighter at all.
So do you take the plus 300 and then you dabble in either the sub or the KO?
No, I don't even bother with it, man, because I'm not confident enough that he's gonna finish a guy that's he's good, So the risk that I'm willing to take is just straight up at plus 300.
All right. I like it. I like it. RDA versus Brian Barberena.
This confuses me.
RDA minus 540, Brian Barberena plus 420. I'm gonna sprinkle something on Barberena here. I'm gonna keep him out of parlays. I know also you are a little bit more the UFC guy than I am. What are your thoughts here?
Well, I don't know why this fight was made, to be honest, bro. RDA is nothing short of a legend, man. Like RDA is he's legit, bro. I mean, he's holding his own against contenders. Don't tell me that that's what Brian Bam Bam Barberena is, man. I mean, his fight with Lawler very entertaining at International Fight Week over the summer, right? But Barberena is not he's not beating like real talent. I mean, come on, Robbie Lawler, super old, Matt Brown, super old. Like RDA, I get it. He's no spring chicken. He's not a young buck, dude. But he, especially in his prime, was elite, dude. And now I think he's in his prime anymore. No, but he's not far from it. So I'm confused at how this fight was even made. I think the line is correct. And because RDA is at minus 540, I want nothing to do with it, man. So I'm just confused at this fight in general, man. I really am.
Why I'm confused aren't they at different weight classes? Or am I making that up?
So Bam Bam's at 170, right? RDA used to fight at lightweight. What is so yeah. I mean, what is RDA at now? Yeah, he's 155. So now this is making more sense, JB. Well, actually, by making more sense, I mean making less sense. So what is this fight at? Certainly not at 155, right?
Let's go to I think I go to UFC to find that shit out, right? Let's
Yeah. Okay, so bro,
welterweight.
I don't
Welterweight.
All right. So RDA is moving up. So but still, man, I'm sorry. RDA is dangerous, man. I'm gonna say that. I'm not in the position where I'm fading RDA, not against a guy like Brian Barberena. And I like Barberena. He's entertaining. He's a good fighter. He's not at this level though.
So I guess why is he doing that?
It's a great question. I'm very confused about this. Honestly, man. This is like I just learned of this fight like a week ago. I looked at it. I'm like, oh, that's weird. But the line makes sense. But I still don't understand it.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna move on here because I don't understand it. This is a pass for me. I don't know. Maybe we'll see some fireworks. Maybe we won't. Stephen Thompson, Wonder Boy plus 150, Kevin Holland minus 175. Sprinkle piece for me on Wonder Boy. It's in Orlando. It's his hometown. I'm not sold on Kevin Holland. I think he talks more than he actually fights. I think he's actually a damn good fighter, but I just think he gets in his way. Punchless did point out the facts like Wonder Boy has other like things in his life going on. He has a podcast, he has a gym. Like, how much does he really care about this? Is this more a paycheck for him? Only reason I'm going Wonder Boy is because he's plus 150 in his hometown. And I think the crowd's gonna get behind him. I think there's a lot to be said for that. But sprinkle piece for me. You doing anything here?
Yeah, look something up for me real quick, JB. Wonder Boy by decision because I'm with you. If there's a sprinkle to be made here, it's on Wonder Boy Stephen Thompson. His striking abilities are, I mean, second to none. And I understand Kevin Holland can scrap as well, right? But technically, Wonder Boy puts on clinics, bro. And I know he's got other stuff going on. I know he's getting up there in age, bro. But when it comes to time to fight, man, his camps are serious. His fights are serious. Kevin Holland is the opposite of serious, and I think technique is going to win here with striking. So I'm interested in Wonder Boy by decision, man. What is that at?
So decision plus 400, KO
Damn.
plus 330, sub plus 2000.
All right. So if we do say decision, though, this is now 5 rounds, right? So that makes it. I still might dabble. I like to sprinkle here, JB, at plus 150. Do I take him at plus 400 by decision? Perhaps. But I think the technique in the striking wins for Wonder Boy here. I really do.
Yeah, Kevin Holland's wins 12 KOs, 7 subs, 4 decisions. So the argument is, but how many of those have been actually 5-round fights?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So this is actually going to be a pretty telling fight, right? For Kevin Holland, right? It's a 5-round fight against, Wonder Boy he's always been at the top, right? Kevin Holland is trying to find his way to the top. He got slaughtered by Khamzat Chimaev his last fight, slaughtered, right? So he's trying to find his way. If he can beat Wonder Boy in a 5-round fight, man, he's right back on track. If he can't, he's going to have an identity crisis.
Yeah, and I also get a little concerned. Like, is this somehow the UFC rewarding Holland? Like, do they know? I don't know. Like, Holland took that fight again. I think I talked about this with you, right? Like, I think that whole backstage thing was staged with Kazmat and Holland, where it was like they knew they were going to miss weight, so they had a little scuffle backstage. Oh, I'll get the people going, and then Kazmat just kills him in like fucking 30 seconds. Is this somehow the UFC rewarding him? Like, do they know something that like Wonder Boy's washed up? Is this like, hey, this will help you get up the rankings? That's my conspiracy theory.
Yeah, perhaps, right? But you'd think, yeah, it's not bad, JB. That's not bad. I think the competition Wonder Boy has fought and continues to fight is top notch. Bilal Muhammad, Gilbert Burns, Jeff Neal, Luke A, right? So, but he is up there, right? His skills are probably not increasing, but declining. So perhaps there's something behind that, It's a good call.
So the last thing I'll say before we move on here is we'd be wrong not to mention this. So James Krause lost his Nevada coaching license or whatever it is. So basically what happened is he's involved potentially in like a gambling scandal. For those who don't know, I think it's legit. I think he's a piece of shit. The only fighter on his roster, and I went through his Tapology, that I really care about is Brandon Moreno, who has a massive fucking fight coming up. And the UFC has basically said you can't have him as a coach.
Right.
So Brandon Moreno now needs to change gyms before having, I forget, is it the trilogy? What do you call a fourth fight? Like
with the fourth one, and I don't even know what you call that. The quadrilogy. It's some made up word. I don't know.
But if he's going to change gyms, you got to tell me that line's going to shift because of that, right?
I would think so. A little bit. I would think so a little bit. I mean, at the end of the day, who is with him in that gym, right? Krause is there, sure. Who else, right? Who's his wrestling coach? Who's his jiu-jitsu coach? Who's his striking coach? Like, I don't know, like, the full cast of characters there. Taking Krause out of the equation is certainly meaningful, right? But Brandon Moreno at this point, man, he is a true mixed martial artist. So even if he just has a little bit of talent in his corner, I don't know how big of a difference it's going to make, bro. I really don't. But you got to figure it will make at least a little bit of a difference. It's a big deal.
And again, I looked at his gym. I mean, again, I know Derek Minor, because of what happened, he got cut by the UFC because of this whole situation. Tim Elliott,
they just scrapped him. They got rid of him.
Yeah, just cut his contract. I mean, there's something here like that. They're a pretty corrupt fucking business. Like to just say, hey, you're fired.
Mm-hmm.
They know something that's going to come out there. I mean, there's really no one in this gym besides Moreno. So I think he bounces. I think you're going to read tomorrow that he goes somewhere else. But here's what it is.
He has to if he wants to fight, right?
Yeah, I mean that fight is going to be. The UFC has said that no fighter can have him as a coach.
Wow, so this will be a true test of loyalty to Brandon Moreno, who seems like a truly loyal guy, right? Does he just not fight? Or does he?
Yeah, but at the same time, like if you're a legit coach, don't you just say like, "Hey, I'm in some shit. Like you got to get someone else for this next fight." I'm sorry, man.
Well, are we calling Krause a legit coach after what just happened?
Probably not.
That's what I mean, bro. You know what I mean?
Probably not. Probably not. All right. We are over, but I knew it was gonna be over. We haven't talked in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's been a while, bro. And especially after a plus 40 unit week, man, we had to spend some time celebrating the good times, you know? No
Yeah,
regrets.
no regrets. No regrets. All right. So let's just give an update here real quick as I update this. So we're at 27. With 4 minutes left in the second. So not where I want to be.
Yeah.
The live over under is 62 and a half. So I'm not dead. By no
Yeah, stay
means dead, not
positive.
dead.
Stay
But
positive.
this is setting up for an overtime game. Just saying. It's 17 to 10. 17 to 10.
In the big second half, bro. Let's go.
Second half. All right, Rough and Rowdy next Friday. We'll have to talk about that next week. I am very excited for this. Adam Pac-Man Jones fighting Bobby Lang out of Braintree. I am very, very excited for that.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
And then, Joe, I don't know if I told you this. Your boy secured tickets to Combat FC 3 in the Shriners Auditorium, bro. Front row, cage
I know nothing
side,
about
cage
this.
side.
Oh, yeah, dude. Nice.
The brand will be there for that. And then again, trying to get to the Brook, trying to get to Win Sports Bar. Win Sports Bar, you guys are on ice until Pass legalizes the fucking gambling shit. But Brook, we will get to you soon enough.
Yeah.
With
next
that,
couple months, man.
Any final thoughts from your end?
Oh, man. Whoa. Way to start, bro. Way to start. Hell of a UFC, Kyle. We've said it, man. It's damn good for a fight night. Excited about that. Excited for NFL and, of course, for the Rams to keep my Survivor situation so much better than yours. There's a lot to look forward to, bro. But I think the main takeaway, JB, for real, is I am jumping on the college football train with you. You have sold me with plus 40 units last weekend. I am tailing your lock of the week, my friend. So let's go. Take me to the promised land.
Love it. I love it. The TCU Kansas State over. I'm telling you, it's a lock, and there will be a teaser in the NFL that I feel very, very good about.
That's another one I'm tailing. Yeah, I'm just basically tailing your shit at this point, JB. Let's go.
And as I said to Joey, with Pickett being down, I'm doing the old school way. I type in my picks and words, take a picture of it, and then I'm sitting there with a piece of paper. I'm sending Joey text messages with crossed out losses, wins.
Dude, it is so good, man. When I get those text messages of you with all of your bets printed out on paper with pen, like mark and shit. I'm not gonna lie, man. That's a feel good moment for me. It really is.
Yeah. My wife walked by and she goes, "That looks like fun." I'm like, "Yeah, depends."
Oh, more than you know. More than you know.
All right, last thing I will leave you with. USA. 10 a.m.
Let's go.
10 a.m. Let's keep going. Let's have some fun.
Hey, stay positive. Stay positive, JB.
Stay positive, brother. Until next week, talk to you later.
All right, later.